Hey, Kristy here. I just have a few tips and tricks that I am going to go forward in the shoebox season with. After returning from Ecuador, I got some really good ideas of how to change what I've been packing for the last several years. The biggest takeaway was a soccer ball. Kids play it everywhere in the world, and so a deflated soccer ball with a pump really made the kids get excited, boys and girls. You don't know how thrilling it is to have a brand new ball. Another thing is just personal hygiene items, personal clothing items, socks, underwear, things that we take for granted here. They don't always have brand new pairs, so they got excited about those. Another thing I never thought about, but kids received a couple of these drawstring bags, and they were just delighted to throw all their stuff in their bag, pop on their bike, or because a lot of them had to run home after the distribution, and so they had a way to carry all their things if the boxes came apart in transit. Another thing is just a water bottle. Again, something we take for granted here. A lot of kids don't have something to put their liquids in, so they got really excited about that. Another thing is just a loud item. Musical instruments, recorders, harmonicas, something to make some noise. They got really excited. And then for girls, just jewelry. A jewelry is always a hot item. Bangles, something big, showy. They got excited. Another big takeaway is I've packed my boxes in plastic containers for years, thinking that was the best way to go. And it is, they love it. However, some of the cheaper ones break in transit and get cracked. So these Operation Christmas Child, hard, sturdy, durable ones really stand the test in shipping and in transit. And so they got really excited about these because then they have something waterproof that they can keep their belongings in for years to come. So just a couple good ideas I just took away and want to move forward with. But one big thing that hit me was a kid that received a Hot Wheels box like this. And he asked our translator, he asked me actually, but I asked her, which one can I have? And she said, they're all for you. And he just looked gasped. All of them, he thought he had to pick one and then give it back. And I know this is a bulky item. I usually buy something like this and then throw the cars in there, but he just was enamored by a huge box of cars. So again, just keep packing. Your creativity really shines through. So do what you love these are just some ideas I took away. And again, pictures spoke volumes. The kids were overjoyed with a picture and a letter from who gave it to them because it personalized it. It made it so real to be able to tangibly see who sent them this box and who's praying for them. And I know I often don't do this. I didn't think it mattered, but I noticed it did. Every kid that got one, it mattered. And a lot of times people were able to track down who sent that box. And then, my husband was able to follow up with a church and tell them they got your box and here it is. So that's just a really personal takeaway that I took away from this trip. So thanks for packing. Continue to pray and love over those boxes.